Now, please welcome Skift founder and CEO, Rafat Ali.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you're joining from. I'm excited to welcome you to the second Skift Aviation Forum. Yes, we're still here. I'm sitting here. This is the corner of my bedroom. I've been sitting here for the last 20 months doing these events. And hopefully this is one of the last virtual-only events that we're doing. And then from next year, we'll do most of our conferences as hybrid. So I'm excited to get out in the world. I know all of you are. Obviously, aviation happens to be the sector that all the anxieties of the world get concentrated in, and obviously that is for good and bad. And the good part today is that the aviation industry is coming back very fast. Obviously, leisure had been doing well. Domestic leisure had been doing well over the last year. International borders are now opening up. Even business travel, as you'll hear from a lot of the people today throughout the day, is coming back a lot faster. If not international, domestic business travel is coming back a lot faster than people had expected. The earnings season just ended for most of the travel brands, including airlines, and you saw some of that coverage on Airline Weekly, on Skift, etc., on what the executives in the industry are saying. So exciting day ahead. Let's get moving, Brian. I want to thank DFW for being our host sponsor. So DFW, I'm going to interview Sean Donahue, who's the CEO of Dallas Fort Worth, a little later. The story of Skift Aviation Forum is that I went up to him, I think in 2018 maybe, or 2019, at a conference, and said, hey, we have this idea of creating one of the preeminent conferences in the aviation industry. We want to do it differently. Would you want to be a supporter of us? And it was literally a 5-minute conversation. He gave me his card and said, email me. And I think like the next week or the week after, we were on a phone call. And obviously this was supposed to happen physically last year, didn't happen. Was also supposed to happen physically as a hybrid conference this year. And when we had to make a decision 2-3 months ago to do it physically or virtually, unfortunately, the case numbers were quite high in Texas. So we made a decision. Obviously, it's a lot better now. So next year, we're definitely coming back. In fact, we are coming for the next 2 years to TFW, at least as we sit here today. I want to thank our sponsors for today that make all of this possible. Amazon Web Services, AWS, Collinson, Puerto Rico, Fairportal, Flyer, Hopper Cloud, TA Connections, Singapore Airlines, and then obviously the platform that all of you are watching this on, SpotMe, and obviously our host sponsor, DFW. I want to give a quick plug to Airline Weekly. Airline Weekly is the economist of the airline industry. That's what people say. Every airline CEO that you'll hear from today will swear by it. And if you want to subscribe to it, it's probably the most discount we've ever given. It's 25% off. You can use Skift Live 2021 as the code. Go to airlineweekly.com and you should subscribe to it. Obviously, we have other subscription services, but I'll be very, very happy if you just focus on Airline Weekly today and we get a few subscriptions in as a result. Okay. I think that's it. Let's get started. We do have the mega trends so every year, I think for those of you who've known Skift for a while, Megatrends is our largest editorial franchise that we do every year at the start of the year. So that's coming January 19th. It will be online. There will be a physical event in New York, but it will be simulcast all around the world. And so we're excited. I think these are the most exciting Megatrends we put together. This is the 10th year of us doing Megatrends. Next year is 10 years of Skift. So I think it's the most exciting and most concrete and most optimistic set of Megatrends that we're going to put out in a few weeks from now. Okay, that's it. Let's get started with the show. Thank you, folks.